What's up YouTube, this is Mathis97 and welcome to my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. This is episode number 4 and we're here with the inaugural 2K15 episode of Friday Night SmackDown. So let's get into the card without any further delay. We got Xavier Woods going one-on-one with Damien Sandow, AJ Lee one-on-one with Naomi, Fandango versus Jey Uso, Summer Rae goes one-on-one with Natalya, of course Summer Rae the new Divas Champion. Primetime players will take on the tag team champions, the Wyatt family, in tag team action, and Ryback one-on-one with Sheamus. So this episode we're just kind of exploring some of these, that rivalry feature. So as we can see, Sandow gets the victory over Xavier Woods, AJ picks up the win over Naomi, and it looks like Fandango has beaten Jey Uso here tonight. So, normally I wouldn't, have the champion and whatnot face each other. But Universe doesn't appear to have any greater logic than it has in recent years. But, I kind of wanted to see, how this storyline was going to go out between the primetime players and the Wyatt family. I mean, they figured... I prefer to go with rivalry matches when I can, as opposed to booking other matches, like, like some of the ones that I did prior to the rivalry matches. But like that one that we have later on tonight, Ryback and Sheamus, that's different than, like, having Ryback versus Big Show, and then having Ryback versus Big Show the next week, and then having Ryback versus Big Show in an Extreme Rules match, and then having Ryback versus Big Show in a submission match, and then having Ryback versus Big Show again at the pay-per-view. Just that sort of thing. I really don't like that. And I bet that's how this Universe Mode is going to try to set things up again, like it always has. It seems to be improving, little by little each year. But I'm not too sure about this. But, well, I guess we'll at least give it the 1 month, sort of experimental trial period, as, that's what we've been doing the past few years. Kind of take a look at what the game has to offer. And then when it completely sucks, then we take over and book things ourselves. And, well, in past years, I should say myself. So that's just how I've been running things. But this year, maybe it'll be different. I said that was probably going to be the case last year, and I ended up running things myself anyway for the most part. So I guess we'll just have to see if I stick to that, or I don't know, if I stick to my word, or am I just going to take full control again like I normally like to. Because, I don't know, I like booking things as opposed to letting the game, for the most part, like, set itself up. I like setting up rivalries and whatnot. So if you've got any, like, rivalry ideas you'd like to see in the future, like championship rivalries or just superstars in general, feel free to leave suggestions down in the comments section like that. Not necessarily going to say that I'll accept them and I'll use them, but I very well could consider them. If there's like a really good feud suggestion down there, then I'll probably, you may just well see it in a future episode. But here we go. Summer Rae taking on Natalya. Of course, Natalya, she was a former Divas Champion in her own right. She ended up losing it back at Night of Champions in a triple threat match, and ever since then she's been trying to get back into the title picture. And, she came pretty close. I mean, well, I shouldn't say she came close, but she's been getting there. She's been kind of building her way back up. She's been defeating other divas on the roster, and I think she's on the cusp of becoming the next #1 contender for the Divas Championship. We know she's got a huge opportunity here. I mean, if she could beat Summer Rae, she's basically #1 contender right there, just by getting the victory. That's just how it works. If you beat the champion, I mean, really, there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting a title opportunity. So she's got a huge chance in front of her here tonight. Summer Rae, though, on the other hand, she needs this matchup. She needs to have a strong performance in this match because she needs to, start her championship reign off strong and on a good note. And look at this. Oh, nice leg drop there from Natalya. And, of course, always to be considered in that Divas Championship picture to be a threat all the time is AJ Lee. Every single time she's come close to that Divas Championship, she just hasn't quite been able to get the job done when the time comes. She's had multiple opportunities at the title. If we go back to Over the Limit in WWE 13, she competed in a triple threat match where she was unsuccessful in that one. Back at Night of Champions, where it was Caitlyn who became the Divas Champion, winning it off Natalya. AJ was unsuccessful at that attempt. And then back at Survivor Series, she had a one-on-one match against Caitlyn, and she was unsuccessful there. So AJ you know, she's had her opportunities, but they've kind of been few and far in between. And, you know, maybe if she could just get one more opportunity, she might be able to get the job done. Let's look at that. Nice kick out there from Summer Rae off the discus clothesline by Natalya. That's vintage Natalya right there. And now, oh, nice counter there from Summer Rae. And this has actually been a pretty back and forth matchup so far. A nice shot right to the face by Natalya, just slugging it out with Summer Rae. But Summer Rae with a nice counter into a side Russian leg sweep there. And big time kick right to the lower back of Natalya there from Summer Rae. And look at this. Nice counter by Natalya. Kick right to the gut of Summer Rae. And Natalya, nope, now it's a counter once again by Summer Rae. Back and forth these two divas go, trading signature maneuvers here, just trying to block them, make sure they can, you know, stay on the offensive in this one. That big time suplex takes Natalya down, but both divas are spent right now. And now just kind of trying to crawl back to their feet here, try to recover a little bit of stamina, as both divas are just down and out right now. But Summer Rae, nice counter, another side Russian leg sweep, taking Natalya down. And Summer Rae, what's she going for here? Could be looking for something big, but Natalya with a counter. And now Summer Rae, she's in trouble here. Natalya, nice Irish whip. And of course Natalya using that power offense to her advantage with a big back body drop. But of course Summer Rae, you know, if it comes down to it, Natalya's going to have to make sure that she gets Summer Rae in the center of the ring when she tries to pin or, you know, possibly locking that sharpshooter on her, because Summer Rae's got those, you know, those extremely long legs. She could easily reach the ropes for a rope break. And of course, you know, with those kind of legs, I'm sure a kick would just be devastating. Could really shut Natalya's lights out for good. And now look at this. Summer Rae just kind of just kicking at Natalya there, showing the disrespect to Natalya. And now Summer Rae, what's she going for? Just waiting, and oh, big time leg drop across the sternum there of Natalya. And Summer Rae now, this could be her opportunity. Natalya's down, she's out of it. And Summer Rae went for a big kick there, but she missed it there. Just barely missed, and that could be a huge missed opportunity. That could give Natalya the opening she needs. And Natalya, big left hook right there to the jaw of Summer Rae. But Summer Rae, once again, able to counter, taking Natalya down. And of course, Natalya, the veteran in this matchup, more of a technician, whereas Summer Rae just kind of trying to get her foot in the door here. No pun intended. Just trying to get her foot in the door here. Well, I don't know if that's really a pun, but just, you know, kicks, feet, never mind. But Natalya kicks out of the inside cradle there. And Summer Rae now, she's got her back on her heels, but wait a minute. Natalya, big back body drop, taking down Summer Rae, and knee drop right to the face. And Natalya, she's got Summer Rae in the center of the ring. She could just lock in that sharpshooter here, but no, it looks like she's trying to hit a big move beforehand. And, oh, another counter there from Summer Rae. Summer Rae now, once again, back in the driver's seat here. And she's on offense right now, but Natalya trying to counter back. Trying to get herself back into this matchup here. And look at this. Oh, she's not going to do this. Sending Summer Rae shoulder first into that steel ring post there. What a powerful move there by Natalya. And now Natalya, she's got Summer Rae down here. And nice leg drop right there. Right across, you know, right across the face of Summer Rae. There's a 2 count, but Summer Rae just manages to kick out. Keep herself alive in this matchup. And now Natalya, Summer Rae able to roll out of the way though. And look at this. Oh, a big kick right to the face of Natalya. She's out of it. 1, 2, 3, and Summer Rae has defeated arguably one of the top divas in this division, one of her top contenders, Natalya. Although that was a very great matchup between these two divas. You know, it's not often that you get to see a high caliber matchup like that between two divas wrestlers, two female wrestlers, because normally they just kind of get brushed to the side. But tonight, Natalya and Summer Rae proving that, you know, women should be treated with more respect in this world, and that they or in the wrestling world, I should say. As Summer Rae and Natalya, they just put on a clinic, and if that's what things are going to be like in Summer Rae's title reign, then I'm certainly looking forward to the future of Summer Rae as the Divas Champion. This was a very good start. AJ Lee calling out Summer Rae. She wants that Divas Championship. and rightfully so. She's had a couple of opportunities, but, you know, every single time just come up a little bit short. And possibly one more opportunity at the Divas title for AJ Lee could potentially, you know, that could be just what she needs. And I think if AJ can get one more opportunity at that Divas Championship, I think this time she's not going to let it slip through her grasp. I think she's going to walk out the new Divas Champion. And look at this. Primetime Players, of course, they've got history with this tag team right here. About to make their entrance, the Wyatt family. And I think in the future I'm just going to edit out this whole singing part because I don't like it. That's like my least favorite part of any of the Wyatt family entrances, whether it's this one, the Bray Wyatt one, the entrance as a group. I hate the child singing. I don't like it. I just don't. It was cool in the storyline with Cena, and now it's just no, just stop it. Don't integrate it in their theme song. Bad call, WWE. But you know, in the real WWE, the Wyatt family's not even a group anymore. I don't understand it. I don't understand what they're trying to do. But anyway, here in Universe Mode, the Wyatt family are our tag team champions, and it doesn't appear that they're on the verge of breaking up anytime soon. One of the most destructive forces here to date in Universe Mode. And now they're here on SmackDown to face off against the team who will challenge them for those tag team titles sometime in the future, the Prime Time Players. Of course, we know the Prime Time Players won a tag team #1 contenders match on the TLC pre-show against Tons of Funk. And, you know, if we could go even further back than that, the Primetime Players, because of Tons of Funk, lost a tag team title opportunity against the Wyatt family back at the Survivor Series pay-per-view. So, you know, these two teams have history with each other. And hopefully, you know, for the Primetime Players' sake, they feel that they deserve the tag team titles. They feel that they were robbed back at Survivor Series. And now they'll get their fair one-on-one or two-on-two opportunity with the Wyatt family, and we'll have to see if they can capitalize on that opportunity, if they can make it work, and if they can indeed attain Tag Team Championship Gold. But right now, this is a non-title tag team matchup here, so these two teams, you know, are going to face off for the second time in their careers. Just kind of try to feel each other out a little bit here, try to figure out, you know, the strengths and weaknesses of their opponents prior to their tag team title encounter. And I guess we'll have to wait and see, you know, who will prove to be the stronger of the two teams in this matchup, and will that prove true in, you know, when the tag team titles are on the line. And look at this, Titus O'Neil coming in off a hot tag, big uppercut to Eric Rowan, and now a forearm right to the face of Luke Harper. And Titus O'Neil, big time back suplex. My phone just went off. I'm going to put that on silent for the rest of this part. I'm going to have to break this commentary up into two parts because today's a very busy day. I'm doing this first part commentary on Monday, so, you know, things are just really going to be busy. It's going to be a busy afternoon for me, so I want to try to get as much this commentary in as possible. I'm not going to be able to quite get the main event in, so I'll get to that later. But, anywho, back to the matchup at hand as Eric Rowan. Look at this. Oh, Luke Harper tried to go for a cheap shot. Titus O'Neil will have none of that. Elbow right to the face. And now here's Eric Rowan. Big time suplex. Taking down Titus O'Neil. So, really, Darren Young is, you know, the underdog out of all of these four superstars. Clearly outsized, outmatched. But still, you know, he's got that speed factor, and he's more of a technician than any of these three superstars combined. Well, actually, I don't know about Luke Harper. Luke Harper is kind of a wild card, so I don't know. It's not much you can really say about Luke Harper, but yet there's a lot you can say about Luke Harper. And that just kind of holds true for most of the Wyatt family. I mean, maybe Eric Rowan is the most predictable out of the three, but even that is an understatement to say. I mean, no, not an understatement. That's an overstatement, to say the least. I mean, you can't, that's oversimplified. You can't just, none of these Wyatt family members are predictable, but I don't even know. I can't even really properly describe the Wyatt family. So anyway, Titus O'Neil makes a tag. In comes Darren Young. And now Luke Harper, a nice counter from Darren, and plants Luke Harper face first into the mat here. Now Darren Young looking to fire up here. There's a leg drop followed by an elbow drop and forearm right across the face of Luke Harper. And there's a cover from Young, but immediately a kick out from Harper, as we have to fast forward a little bit in this matchup because these tag team matches take so long to complete. I just got to give you a heads up. Never, ever simulate a tag team matchup in this game because they will go on forever. I swear, it feels like the tag team mechanics have gotten even worse than they were in the past. It seems like all the time these superstars try to break up pinfalls and submissions, and they... it's so frustrating sometimes. Tag team matches can go on for like 20-30 minutes when you simulate them, and it's ridiculous. But anyway, rant over. Back to the match at hand as Eric Rowan taking out both members of the Primetime Players here. And he's got Titus O'Neil, but Titus, oh look at that, just powering Eric Rowan up there. And the referee appears to be starting to disqualify Darren Young here. That's a 3 count. Darren can't even make it back to his feet. Ref, what are you doing? That's 4. Darren can't even get out of the ring. And, well, how about that for an anticlimactic ending? But even though that is the case, I mean, still, if the Primetime Players do that at the pay-per-view, when they get their tag team title opportunity, they can kiss their title hopes goodbye, because even if they get disqualified, they have to pin the Wyatt family or make them tap. That is the champion's advantage. They have to win the titles, but the Wyatt family... the Wyatt family does not have to lose. Never mind, the Wyatt family doesn't have to win, but they just don't have to lose, and the Primetime Players have to win. Never mind, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. You know what I'm trying to say. That's the whole thing of the champion's advantage. But I just basically no-sold Big Show's attack on Sheamus. This second part starting off on a great first note now, isn't it? But anyway, the adrenaline certainly picking up here as it's Big Show. And Ryback now apparently going to be facing off as Big Show attacked Sheamus before the match could even begin. And looks as though he's inserted himself into this matchup with Ryback. So I guess that match between Ryback and Sheamus is going to have to wait till another time. But right now, we know that Big Show, he's the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title after defeating Cody Rhodes on the TLC pre-show in a #1 contenders match. So that sums up basically, if you're new to the series, that basically sums up what is going on in regards to the Intercontinental Championship. Nice snap suplex there from Ryback onto the outside. And this matchup has not started yet, folks. Don't get that confused. If you're wondering why the referee's not counting these two men out, both men have to, at first, enter the ring before the match can start. But as of right now, Big Show hasn't even stepped foot in the ring yet, so this match is yet to go underway. And shoulder switch power slam there from the big guy, Ryback. And right away, Ryback just outpowering Big Show here. And wow, this is just going to be a clash of powerhouses in this one. And this is basically just an all-out fight right now. This isn't even a match. But at any rate, this is going to kind of give us a bit of an indication as to what the matchup at the Royal Rumble is going to look like. These two powerhouses just going at each other, just looking to tear each other apart. And both superstars, of course, powerhouse superstars, they're going to look for some pretty powerful maneuvers. Ryback, of course, like we saw earlier with that nice shoulder switch power slam. Not something you see out of your average superstar. But then again, the big guy is far from an average superstar here. And the Big Show now, I mean, the Big Show, he had to take out the Celtic Warrior Sheamus to insert himself into this matchup. And that is not an easy feat. Not something an ordinary man could do, but then again, the Big Show is no ordinary man. I mean, he's the world's largest athlete. They call him that for a reason. And right now, Big Show looking to try to get himself back into this fight here. As, look at this, power slam onto the floor, taking Ryback out. And right now it looks like Big Show seems to have taken the upper hand here over the Intercontinental Champion Ryback. And Big Show, this is all just about making a statement here to Ryback. Because Big Show, he's going to have to do a lot if he hopes to dethrone Ryback as the Intercontinental Champion. I mean, Ryback, he's held that title since SummerSlam now. Longest current championship reign here in Universe Mode. And Ryback, you know, he's defeated the likes of Christian. He's defeated Randy Orton. I mean, Christian and Randy Orton, two very formidable foes. I was going to say opponents, but that works too. Curtis Axel as well, just to kind of throw his name into there. And Curtis Axel, you know, Axel, I think he's starting to just kind of find his own over there on the Monday Night Raw brand. If he could just kind of pick up some victories. But ever since he has made the move to Raw, I mean, without Ryback, I mean, you got to remember that Ryback cost Curtis Axel his career here on Friday Night SmackDown, as this matchup will finally get underway and finally get this thing started for real now after that big-time brawl on the outside. And now look at Big Show. He's going for some sort of, like, backbreaker here, but Ryback with a counter, landing Big Show face first into the mat here. And now look at this, just slamming Big Show's head off the mat there. And now look at this, Big Show. Big Show trying to get back on offense here. There's an Irish whip, but Ryback, belly-to-belly suplexes. Look at the power. Goes into the cover. That's a 2 count. And, oh, Big Show just barely manages to kick out there. But, you know, kind of noticing something here. Big Show, he's got those huge tree trunk legs. Ryback is going to have to make sure if he even tries to attempt a pin on the Big Show that he can get him into the center of the ring, because Big Show can easily get to the ropes. Just like I was saying about Summer Rae earlier, except Big Show, of course, has far bigger legs than Summer Rae. And Ryback now. Ryback's spent right now. And my cats are freaking out over in the other room. They're attacking each other. Oh my jeez, this is just a hectic ending. I mean, everyone's just trying to beat the holy hell out of each other. Oh, look at Ryback. Look at Ryback, a power bomb. And just look at the ease with which Ryback just lifted Big Show up there. I'm almost speechless. Back body drop now, as Big Show counters the meat hook clothesline. And oh no, Big Show, he's going for it. He's going for that knockout punch, and just busts open Ryback. There's a cover. 2 counts. It's over. The Big Show has knocked out Ryback. And Big Show, well, for any doubters who may have thought that the Big Show could not defeat Ryback in a match for that Intercontinental Championship, well, I think that any remaining doubts have been put to rest after that performance, as Big Show has got a victory over Ryback here in this non-title matchup, and he also took out the Celtic Warrior to do it. So, I mean, Big Show just made a huge statement here tonight. Ryback, he's got to be careful heading into the Royal Rumble, because if that happens at the Royal Rumble, we'll be looking at a new Intercontinental Champion. So Big Show, I mean, he definitely needed to make some sort of a statement here tonight, and he's done exactly that. He is certainly going to be one very formidable opponent for Ryback heading into the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. But as you can see right there, Big Show is the #1 contender, and he will be facing Ryback for the Intercontinental title. And what an attack that was on Sheamus prior to the matchup. And right now, I mean, the Divas Championship, of course, as we've seen, is still kind of up for grabs. We got Natalya, AJ, and then, of course, we got the Bella Twins making their return to Universe Mode, and the Funkadactyls, of course, making their debut. Got potential there. And then we take a look at the World Heavyweight Championship rankings. We don't know who the contender is going to be yet, but hopefully we can figure that out in the next couple of episodes. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on YouTubing.